Once upon a time, a monk walked into the palace of a great king. Without hesitation, he strode into the royal court, where the king sat majestically on his throne. The monk stood there quietly, observing his surroundings, his eyes scanning the grandeur of the court. His calm demeanor and boldness caught everyone's attention. The king's minister, noticing the monk's behavior, stepped forward and said, "O monk, this is the royal court. Don't you see the king seated before you? It is customary to bow before the king. Show him some respect." The monk turned to the minister and with a serene smile replied, "Minister, go and ask your king a question for me. Is he a slave to his mind, or is his mind his slave?" Perplexed, the minister conveyed the monk's question to the king. Intrigued, the king asked the minister to let the monk approach. The king then addressed the monk directly, saying, "What kind of question is this? All human beings are slave to their minds. I am also same. I do what my mind tells me to do." Hearing this, the monk burst into laughter. "O king," he said, "you are a slave to your mind, and my mind is my slave. This means that you are the slave of my slave. So tell me, how can I bow down to you? You are not a true king. You are a subordinate to your mind." The court fell silent. Everyone, including the king, listened intently as the monk continued. "Let me explain. Imagine a rider on a horse. If the rider has control over the horse, he can guide it wherever he wishes. But if the horse is unruly and the rider cannot control it, the horse will lead the rider wherever it pleases, even to dangerous places. In such a situation, the rider's life could be at risk. Similarly, if you let your mind control you, it can lead you to places of trouble and despair. However, if you take charge of your mind, you can direct it toward wisdom, peace, and prosperity." The monk's words struck a chord with the king. It was not arrogance that drove the monk to speak this way. It was his genuine concern for the king's well-being. The king reflected deeply on the monk's message. Finally, he stepped down from his throne, humbled by the monk's wisdom, and bowed at the monk's feet, seeking his blessing. If we take a closer look at our own lives, we will realize that most of us are, in fact, slave to our minds. We act on impulses, follow desires, and let fleeting thoughts dictate our actions. Rarely do we pause to consider whether we are truly in control. But those who have mastered their minds are the ones who conquered not just their own lives but the world around them. They achieve clarity, purpose, and peace. Controlling the mind is undoubtedly challenging, but it is not impossible. With patience, practice, and perseverance, anyone can learn to master their mind. Here are 3 methods that help you gain control over your mind. Number 1. Meditation. Meditation is one of the oldest and most effective ways to control the mind. By meditating regularly, you can train your mind to become calm and focused. In the beginning, dedicate just 5 minutes a day to meditation. Sit in a quiet place at a fixed time, free from distraction. Gradually, you can extend this time to 30 minutes or more. During meditation, focus on your breathing or simply observe your thoughts without judgment. Over time, you will notice that your thoughts and desires start to lose their grip on you. As you deepen your practice, you will gain greater control over your mind, leading to sense of balance and harmony in your life. Number 2. Breathing exercises. Our breath is closely linked to our mind. Ancient wisdom teaches that by controlling our breath, we can control our thoughts and emotions. Breathing exercises such as Kapalbhati, Anulom and Bhastrika Pranayam are powerful tools for calming the mind. Spend a few minutes each day practicing these techniques. If possible, combine them with meditation for even greater benefits. As you gain mastery over your breath, you will find it easier to enter a state of deep meditation where your mind becomes quiet and still. Number 3. Contemplation. Contemplation is another effective way to control your mind. Let's say a desire to smoke arises in your mind. Instead of suppressing the urge, take a moment to think about the harmful effect of smoking. Visualize the damage it does to your body and the long-term consequences of this habit. When you consciously reflect on the negative outcomes, your mind will naturally let go of the desire. This approach can be applied to any desire or impulse. By contemplating the consequences of your actions, you can make conscious choices that align with your goals and values. The importance of controlling mind. Controlling the mind is not just beneficial, it is essential. When you control your mind, you unlock your true potential. You can make decisions with clarity, act with purpose, and live a life of fulfillment. On the other hand, if you let your mind control you, it can lead you down a path of chaos and self-destruction. The journey to controlling the mind is not easy, but it is worth the effort. Whether you choose to meditate, practice breathing exercises, or engage in contemplation, the key is consistency. Make these practices a part of your daily routine, and over time, you will notice a profound transformation in your life. The monk's lesson to the king serves as a timeless reminder of the power of the mind. Like the rider who must control the horse, we must learn to take charge of our thoughts and desires. By doing so, we can lead lives of purpose, peace, and progress. So, ask yourself, are you the master of your mind, or is your mind the master of you? The answer to this question could change the course of your life. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, hit like button, and for more such stories, subscribe to our channel. Thank you and stay positive.